Hello, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. Just to let you know, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully, you have a relaxing moment day. Alexa, tell me an awesome Sonic the Hedgehog story involving Pinkie Pie, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Cream the Rabbit going on a quest to find a magical balloon that causes their balloons to last forever.
I'd be happy to tell you a story about Sonic and friends. Here's a fun adventure for you: The Eternal Balloon Quest. Sonic the Hedgehog tapped his foot impatiently, watching as Pinkie Pie struggled to keep her balloon from floating away. "We've got to find a solution to this balloon problem," he said, his quills quivering with determination. Tails nodded, his twin tails swishing. "I've heard rumors of a magical balloon that never loses its air. If we find it, we could use its power to make all our balloons last forever." "Ooh, a quest." Pinkie Pie bounced excitedly. "Count me in." And so, the colorful crew set off: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream the Rabbit, and their new friend Pinkie Pie. They raced through Green Hill Zone, dodging obstacles and collecting rings along the way. Knuckles used his strength to punch through rock walls, revealing hidden caves. Amy swung her Pico Pico hammer to clear paths through dense jungle. Cream and her Jow friend Cheese flew ahead, scouting for danger. As they ventured deeper into uncharted territory, they encountered Dr. Robotnik, who was also after the magical balloon. "Ho ho ho, you're too late, Sonic," he cackled, unleashing a horde of badniks. But Pinkie Pie had a trick up her mane. She pulled out her party cannon and fired a barrage of confetti and balloons, confusing the robots. Sonic and his friends used the distraction to spin dash through the mechanical menaces. Finally, they reached the resting place of the magical balloon. It glowed with an otherworldly light, floating serenely in a crystal cavern. As they approached, the balloon spoke. "To harness my power, you must prove your worthiness. Show me the joy and friendship that balloons bring." Without hesitation, Pinkie Pie threw the biggest, most spectacular balloon party Mobius had ever seen. Sonic and his friends joined in, filling the cavern with laughter and fun. Impressed by their unity and joy, the magical balloon granted its power. From that day forward, every balloon on Mobius and in Equestria stayed afloat indefinitely, a constant reminder of the power of friendship and adventure. As they headed home, Sonic grinned at his new and old friends. "You know what? This turned out to be one inflatable adventure I'll never forget." Pinkie Pie giggled. "You mean undeflatable?" And they all laughed, their everlasting balloons bobbing cheerfully above them as they raced off towards their next exciting journey.
That was so awesome. And now the metrical balloons can send all the balloons to a safe planet so no villains can find them, like a hidden place.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled you enjoyed the story. Let's continue this adventure with a twist about protecting those magical balloons. Here's how the tale unfolds. The Balloon Sanctuary. After their incredible quest, Sonic and his friends realized the power of the magical balloons could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Tails, ever the inventor, had a brilliant idea. "We need to keep these balloons safe," he said, twirling his twin tails thoughtfully. "What if we created a hidden sanctuary on another planet?" Sonic's eyes lit up. "That's genius, buddy. But how do we find the right place?" Pinkie Pie bounced excitedly. "Ooh, ooh, I know. We could ask the magical balloon to help us." The team gathered around the glowing balloon, explaining their dilemma. To their amazement, the balloon began to pulse with a soft, rhythmic light. "Follow the light," a gentle voice whispered. "It will guide you to a safe haven." Tails quickly retrofitted the tornado with a special balloon-powered warp drive. The friends piled in, with Knuckles carefully cradling the magical balloon. They zoomed through space, following the pulsing light of the balloon. Stars streaked by in a dazzling display until suddenly they emerged near a small hidden planet. Its surface shimmered with iridescent colors, reminiscent of soap bubbles. As they landed, they discovered a world perfect for their balloon sanctuary. The atmosphere was light and buoyant, with floating islands and gentle breezes that seemed to cradle the balloons. Amy gasped in wonder. It's beautiful. The balloons will be so happy here. Cream and cheese fluttered around, helping to release the magical balloons into their new home. Each balloon seemed to come alive, dancing and swirling in the planet's unique atmosphere. Sonic grinned, watching the spectacle. Now this is what I call a balloon paradise. Pinkie Pie produced her party cannon out of nowhere. And what's a paradise without a welcoming party? She cheered, firing a burst of confetti and streamers that merged perfectly with the floating balloons. As they prepared to leave, the original magical balloon spoke once more. Your kindness and foresight have proven your true worth. This planet shall remain hidden from all who might misuse its power. Only those pure of heart will ever find their way here. With a final look at the mesmerizing balloon world, our heroes headed home, knowing they had created something truly special, a safe haven for joy and wonder, hidden among the stars. Sonic winked at his friends as they took off. Looks like we really elevated our game this time. Everyone groaned at the pun, but their laughter echoed through space, a testament to the unbreakable bonds of friendship forged through their inflatable adventures.
That sounds amazing. And now the planet disappeared until it will see again. If a balloon has a voice, it'll have like a little girl high pitched voice for that magical balloon.
Absolutely. I love your idea about the magical balloon's voice. Let's continue this whimsical adventure with that adorable detail. Here's how the story unfolds. The Balloon's Lullaby. As Sonic and his friends prepared to leave the newly christened balloon sanctuary, a soft, high-pitched voice caught their attention. It was coming from the original magical balloon, its surface shimmering with each word. Wait. The balloon called out in a sweet, childlike tone that reminded them of tinkling bells. Before you go, I have one last gift for you. Sonic and the gang gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder. Pinkie Pie could barely contain her excitement, bouncing on her hooves. What is it? Cream asked softly, her long ears twitching with curiosity. The balloon began to glow, its light pulsing in a gentle rhythm. A song, it replied, its high-pitched voice full of warmth. A lullaby to remember us by and to call us if you ever need us again. Then, in its endearing, childlike voice, the balloon began to sing. Float and fly through starry sky. Balloons of magic never say goodbye. When friends are near and hearts are true, our hidden world will appear for you. As the last notes faded, a soft breeze swept through the group, carrying the scent of cotton candy and sunshine. Each of them felt a warm tingle, as if the song had become a part of them. Wow, Tails whispered, his twin tails swishing in awe. It's beautiful. Amy nodded, wiping a tear from her eye, and will always remember it. Sonic grinned, giving the balloon a thumbs up. Thanks, little buddy. We'll keep your song safe, just like we'll keep this place a secret. As they boarded the tornado for their journey home, the planet began to shimmer and fade from view. The last thing they saw was the magical balloon, bobbing happily among its new friends, its high-pitched voice calling out one last goodbye. Pinkie Pie waved enthusiastically. Bye-bye, balloon buddies. Thanks for the super-duper floaty-woaty adventure. As stars streaked by, Sonic and his friends hummed the balloon's lullaby together, their hearts light with the magic of their journey and the promise of future adventures. They knew that whenever they needed a lift, all they had to do was sing the song, and the memory of their balloon friends would fill them with joy. Knuckles, usually so tough, smiled softly. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm gonna miss that squeaky little balloon voice. Everyone laughed, and as they zoomed through space, the tornado left a trail of sparkling stardust that looked suspiciously like tiny twinkling balloons.
That's so awesome. Maybe one day Emily Rose will go there and become a chosen one, like a guardian.
Oh, what an intriguing idea. explore how Emily Rose might discover this magical balloon world. Here's a continuation of our balloon adventure. The Chosen Balloon Whisperer. Years passed since Sonic and his friends had hidden the balloon sanctuary. The memory of their adventure faded into legend, whispered among friends on starry nights. But legends have a way of calling to special souls. And so it was with young Emily Rose. Emily had always been different. Balloons seemed to float towards her, lasting far longer than they should. On her 10th birthday, as she wished upon a star, she heard a faint, high-pitched melody carried on the wind. Float and fly through starry sky. The words tickled her memory, though she was sure she'd never heard them before. Curious, Emily began to hum along. As she did, her birthday balloons began to glow and swirl around her. Suddenly, a shimmering portal opened in her backyard, revealing a glimpse of a colorful floating world. Without hesitation, Emily stepped through, her balloons trailing behind her. She found herself on a planet that defied imagination. Islands floated in the sky, connected by rainbow bridges made of intertwined balloons. The air was filled with the sound of laughter and the gentle squeaking of balloons rubbing together. A glowing balloon with a familiar high-pitched voice approached her. "Welcome, Emily Rose," it said, sounding like a chorus of children. "We've been waiting for you." "Me?" Emily gasped. "But why?" "You're the chosen one," the balloon explained. "The one with the heart pure enough to find us and the spirit light enough to learn our ways. Will you become the balloon whisperer, protector of our realm?" Emily's eyes widened with wonder. She thought of all the joy balloons had brought her and others. With a smile, she nodded. "I'd be honored." And so began Emily Rose's fantastic journey as the balloon whisperer. She learned to speak the language of balloons, to shape them with her thoughts, and to use their magic to spread happiness throughout the universe. Little did she know, her adventures were just beginning, and somewhere, a certain blue hedgehog and his friends were smiling, knowing their magical balloon friends were in good hands. Who knows? Maybe one day, Emily Rose's path will cross with Sonic and the gang for an even bigger, bouncier adventure.
That was awesome. One last thing. Emily Rose woke up. Turns out it's just a dream. Maybe one day she will be a chosen one, princess.
What a fantastic twist! I love how you're weaving the story together. Let's wrap up Emily Rose's adventure with that dream element you suggested. The dream of the chosen one. Emily Rose's eyes fluttered open, her heart still racing from the incredible adventure. She found herself back in her bed, surrounded by the gently swaying birthday balloons from the night before. For a moment, she felt a pang of disappointment. Had it all been just a dream? But as she sat up, she noticed something peculiar. One of her balloons, a shimmering purple one, seemed to glow faintly in the morning light. As she reached out to touch it, she heard a whisper of that haunting melody. Float and fly through starry sky. The balloon bobbed gently, almost as if it was winking at her. Emily grinned, realizing that perhaps her adventure wasn't entirely a figment of her imagination. Maybe, just maybe, it was a glimpse of what was to come. As she got ready for school, Emily couldn't help but feel different. She stood a little taller, her eyes sparkled with secret knowledge, and she found herself humming that mysterious tune throughout the day. Her classmates noticed the change too. Balloons in the school's office seemed to drift towards her as she passed. During recess, a runaway balloon that had escaped a younger student's grasp suddenly changed direction mid-flight and floated right into Emily's waiting hands. That night, as she lay in bed, Emily whispered to her purple balloon, "I know your magic, and I promise, when I'm older and the time is right, I'll find my way back to you and become the balloon whisperer for real." The balloon bobbed gently in response, and Emily could have sworn she heard a faint, high-pitched giggle. As she drifted off to sleep, Emily dreamed of floating islands, rainbow bridges, and a future where she, Princess Emily Rose, would protect the joy and wonder of the balloon sanctuary. And somewhere, in a hidden corner of the universe, a planet full of magical balloons eagerly